Alright, hello everyone, my name is Michael, and I'm here to talk about Goldeneye. But first, we'll start with Doom. As we all know, 1983 was Doom's classic release, and for its time it was impactful. We had sprites that looked pretty cool, we had some gun violence, that's pretty actually great for its time, and it became a huge problem because it wasn't Mario or Zelda. It wasn't a safe game for kids, and it was played by a lot of people, and its impact is still felt today. Which led to the remake, reboots, and Doom Eternal. However, this also led the future for FPS games. It became the standard to have the gun in the center, on the side. Later on, the side though, on the line, but not right now. And it led to the whole, how can you make a game fun by making shooting stuff fun? As you can see though, the animal sounds are the camel sounds for the imps. Not kidding at all. Stock sound library. The sprites are a bit messy now for everyone, but back then they look pretty good. Sound effects, great too. Of course, they're all just made up to be imitating what it's supposed to be and not be closer to a real thing, or at least better in that regard. Not bad for a game for its time. But thinking Goldeneye with 3D graphics, better shooting, animations, and actually putting people's faces on the characters, which added more to the game. Let's see how that looks like now. And here we have the famous Goldeneye. Released in 1997 after the movie debut. For its time, it was impressive hardware because the 3D graphics brought a new way to play games. Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, awesome stuff. But for a shooting game, we never seen this before. Of actually having more free movement, along with aiming where to shoot, and having a fun time for the first time. Doom was the first step in how good it can look and how much fun it can be. But this was a big leap forward for gaming as a whole. Best part is, all the actors came back in the game. It's actually them. Look, Sean Bean is there. It's not a joke, it's actually them. Famke Janssen. I don't know who his name is actually. And if you're a big Harry Potter fan, we also have Hagrid himself, Robbie Coltrane. Because why not, right? He's a movie, guys. He's actually a character. So, menu, basic stuff. Pretty cool having the reticle to crosshair to aim and select an option. 20 missions, 3 secret ones, and there's 17 for the main game. Difficulty, pick your own. It gets harder and harder, more damage. You can waste more ammo, have no ammo. And it's also a big part of more objectives. So we have this, see? And then for secret agent, you get these things. And for double agent, you have more to do. Pretty cool add-on besides, oh, to do more damage. So you have to try more on the level, and you don't get any debriefing or anything like that. You have to see that in the next part right here. Read through all this, get some ideas of what to do, get some tips and hints. And when you're playing, always gives you like a little cool sweetheart, just be safe. As you all know, this game is pretty old. And people were like, oh, it looks pretty bad now. Back then, we were impressed by this game alone. Nothing came close of how good it looked. They actually put the people's faces on the character models. Of course, rare stuff actually made the bad guys, so they're all the bad guys you actually shoot at. So, not much, you know, pretty cool for its time. Even the hand was pretty unique for its time. No real animations, however, so we have that. Okay, simple, see? The controls are a bit wonky because it was a 64 controller, but it's already weird with 3 handles. Look right now, where is the other guy right here? We have these guards actually guarding the area now. Not just, oh look, it's just a bad guy standing still. And they react to your shots too, so that was pretty unique for its time. So right here. See? To this day, it still holds up for that reason. Doing the chest, it reacts differently to a leg shot. You can just arm them with a good hand shot. Of course, that's pretty tricky for a game like this, but it is doable. Music sounds splendid. Actually sounds pretty good and realistic. Not wannabe guitar sounds anymore. It's actually real music at times. Of course, we're not at Call of Duty yet, or PS3 levels of, or even PS2 levels of detail, so we don't have that kind of sound effect yet. But the gun sounds alone were already enough for us to be wowed. See? This is video animation. Not much, right? But hey, we'll manage. See, this is why these games were actually great. It was just pure fun. Not much to worry about. Enjoy the game, and that's all it was. See? Next shot. So what happens? Guy. Oh, well, he's dead. See? They react pretty good. They don't just fall off or ragdoll anymore. This is pretty unique. No stock animations. Yes, they are, but for its time, seeing actual stock animations was great for its time. Even the car reacts to shut down doors. That's even a scripted event. You can't even lock the other one without open door before locking the other one. He cannot run you over. That's not scripted in the game, so you get no damage from that thing. Enemy AI is pretty smart though. Try to get you from far away. That's an alarm. Where you going, buddy? Sorry, guy, but can't let you know that I'm here. There's even little cool details here. You go over here, you can find something for yourself. Something here. But it's added detail, not just stock. Oh, only one area has a little building with a sniper, the first one. It's pretty unique. We didn't have this cool detail yet. He hits the alarm, you get guards. Surprise, surprise, right? I actually shot the gun on him, so see. You get like at least 5 pistols, 5 rifles. They're not that different, you know, it's an old game, but it's pretty cool detail having more than one of each kind. Secret agent, you actually get a hack here with a little item. You don't have it here because it's agent, but you plant it there, and that's it. See? Only on secret can you unlock that. Pretty cool detail for its time. Of course, you can finish the mission right now, or keep on going on with the mission. That's supposed to be on double agent. If you have the silencer guns equipped, they cannot hear you until you get in front of them or near them. But if you don't have silencers, then you can see the cavalry will pop in somewhere. Unless they're behind a locked door, of course. Playing this one on Switch is pretty difficult, actually. Controls are not meant for modern control schemes. Zoom in with the zoom in actual aim down sights, right? Pistol don't have that. The rifle does. See? That's when we were like, wow, this is a real game, man. We love this game. It's badass. We're on shooting guys, right? You know, we think we're granted now with Call of Duty and all these other new games and how fancy they get. But here we have something unique for its time. Even the sequel on PS1, Tomorrow Never Dies, it didn't hold up this good. They changed it up to make it more, you know, realistic on James Bond terms. And this final sequel for the James Bond trilogy was, well, in its time, was The World Not Enough, as we all know. Great game. Different version of PS1 and 64. But it didn't have the same impact as GoldenEye did. So we're still suffering through that shot, so whoops. Get the hang of the game again. It's so impressive how many animations they have for the game. Next shots take a while to finish off. And there's also a famous crotch shot, which is also animated in the game. That's a very long animation, by the way. It's not. It's actually, they made it on purpose for that reason. And the best part is we had actual ending animations and beginning animations. In the first beginning part, you saw James Bond just being in the gate. Nothing too fancy. Nothing out of the ordinary for a game. You can still explore part of the island here, the dam. There's a little island over here. Only with the scope you can actually see it better. Right about there, I think, from what I remember. Oh, a guy. Another bad guy. Of course, it gets pretty weird when you shoot the wrong areas and you get the same animation twice or thrice. Let's see what this looks like now for the movie. Of course, Pierce Brosnan did this trick for the game too. That's him. You can see now the little splits in the graphics and the models. They're actually closing together. Back then, the hardware was actually made for that kind of stuff. Like CRT and pixels, you don't see. You see also old gamers be like, oh look, back when I played it, I saw the profile pictures for Final Fantasy characters look great. The detail on the hair, the eyes, all perfect. Best example is Symphony of the Night. Dracula has red eyes and detailed fancy suit. But now on the Xbox release, PS4 release, the red eyes are gone. It's just a red dot. The bad thing actually hide those things, and it made sense because it was possible and actually to play with those things. But for a game this old to look this good though, music, always a great thing. There's different songs for every level. And like the movie, you get auto crouch too, so keep that in mind. This is a big famous though because it was actually pretty free roam. See, that's actually a guy's face on that model. And come on. You don't have, you know, back modern aiming here, so we have to make do. Gotcha. Of course, you lose your weapons every single level, so you don't get the same thing twice. Keep that in mind. No more rifle, right? Alright, guy. Nah, not yet. Hey, man. Gotta make sure. The best part was the scripted events for the guards. They will come by every now and then. Get all of them you can and want, because you will need it later on. Close doors at your discretion. If not, leave it be. Of course, there's no warning system like Metal Gear, so whoever you kill disappears after a while, well, a few seconds at most. Oh, they saw me, okay. Because we don't have actual good aiming back then, they gave us auto aim for default on a lot of games, that's fine. You'll need it. Let's see what we got here. See? However, one thing that games don't really have nowadays, you can actually film missions. This little monitor here opens that door right there. You destroy it, you cannot progress anymore. You soft lock yourself on purpose. Those blocks explode. I don't know if they got chemicals or not. They don't. They're just programmed to explode. So that's just some fun and hilarity to modern graphics, right? It was just, oh, it explodes. So what? It's cool stuff. The body armor I called the cassette tick. This sounded like one in a sense, I guess. Any other people here? Are you guys all gone? Yep, that was me then. Of course, you can disturb the guards anywhere else, they won't pop out. So they're actually stuck in that room. They don't bother you at all until you pop in. Or they don't exist. Here's our first door that we actually gotta open through. You need a security card, you kill the guy with the hat, the helmet, I mean. Come on. There you go. Oh look, scientists, don't shoot those guys. They're civilians. You're a good guy, not a bad guy, come on. Right there you saw 3 animations, not the same one. More scientists, alright, cool. It's Dr. Doak here. You're not Dr. Doak. Funny part is, a lot of the mooks, well, random soldiers have the same faces, so you're gonna see the same guy like 3 times in one game or one level. It's not intentional, but it was limited space. Same guy. It's his cousin or brother, or I don't know, best clone friend. I don't know, man. It's hilarious. That's the hilarity. Triplets! Awesome. Oops. Trust me, it's not normal having one button to change weapons with only. It's only going forward, not backwards. You can't go on the wheel or just go choose one back. You can't do that. You have to just go with the roll. Like this, see? Up. What's up, guy? Also, fun fact, the reload button is also the context button. So you try to open a door, you can't do it until you reload, or you can't reload until you open the door. Move away from the door. With the silenced pistol, they won't come after me. But I don't have a silenced pistol right now, so we have to make do with this. You want to clean the house? You can go ahead. Just don't ruin your objectives. Anything here? No, not yet. Cool. Again, don't soft lock yourself. That's right. I thought I saw a guy. I didn't see a guy. He didn't shoot me, so I ignore him for now. But he shot at me. He looked at me, so so long, guy. Sorry. I got the hang of the game now. Right. Scientist. I don't want to shoot that guy. Dr. Doak, how are you doing? You can't skip this, guys. You actually have to watch all the all of the dialogue. They can just ignore it, but you need that thing first before you even progress. So. Real life Dr. Doak's actually a programmer for the game. He's also on Twitter. People message him over the game because, you know, it's him. It's a legend. He went through a lot of accidents. A lot of accidents. We didn't know much back then, so a lot of us went power, and failed the mission many times. As kids or teenagers, we didn't care. We just had fun. Go to a rental place, rent the game, all levels unlocked, all cheats unlocked. Just have fun. What's up, guy? How you doing, man? For a second level, it's actually pretty creative. It's fun. Whoa, relax, man. You're shooting the legend Pierce Brosnan, dude. You can shoot them, but just be careful. Glass breaking was pretty cool for its time. Well, it still is anyways in games. But having the sound of actual glass like this, you know, that's just why this game is so important for us, impactful. You can't forget these moments, man. If you get lost and go, what do I gotta do to beat the mission? Simple. Press start. Weapons, controllers, settings. Here you go. Not much. Meet up with Sean Bean, bottling room, and you're done. And escape. That's on the mission list. Without Dr. Doak, you cannot do this. Oh, it's only for secret agent above then. So agent, you can actually skip that part. But still, you know. So we meet up with Sean Bean here. Over here, bro. Come on. Well, just in case, you can actually start the mission already. It's the entire movie scene, so yeah. To the right, plan them all like this, or at least in the middle. Like James Bond movies. Come on. Instead of watch, there's a lot of things, right? We all know that. Of course, you can do a big shootout here if you want. You can blow up the canisters, but you might kill Sean Bean by accident. You don't want to do that because, you know, Sean Bean, why would do that to him? Oh, he's dead. So what do we do? Come on. Guys, relax. I'm just here to run away. And there you have it. Fun game. Can't go wrong with it. And then for the intro, you have one more level. Escape. See, it's so simple, but it's so effective. These first 3 levels made so much work for us. You can't believe it. And I'm still, to this day, I'm still amazed how it was made back then. Like, right now, a AA game could probably pull this off now pretty well, but back then we didn't have a choice. It was just this or that. Want to play Mario? Want to play this? You know, that's it. You know, it shows the age and dating on this game, but you gonna have some fun with a few moments? Here you go, man. You know, you can't go wrong with this game at all. From here, what do? Let's go to the plane. It's also one of the cool details they didn't have often back then, like enemy turrets. To be this actually daunting for its time, it's something else. Hold on, let me see if it actually come on in this mode or not. That's one of them, actually. Yeah, I see it now. The best part is I think you can go in. Yeah, you cannot go in. So you don't hack it or anything. You let them go, they'll hunt you down. See? So what do? Ooh. Blow it up if you can. There it goes. I heard a kaboom. Simple and fun, effective gameplay, amazing sounds, beautiful soundtrack to this day. Actually have the actors involved with this game. It added a lot for us. One of the best licensed games of all time, and for an early 64 game, very impressive. That's why people say, "Oh, I love this game." Well, yeah, because you know, it's just fun all the way. You can't go wrong with it. And just seeing Pierce Brosnan, an actual character there, that's something else. Oh yeah, the cheats too. The game is loaded with cheats: invincibility, invisibility, infinite ammo, about weapons, golden gun. It's awesome. The famous one is DK mode. The rare people made multiple Donkey Kong Country. So let me show you what it's like playing with DK mode on. It's a cheat that does nothing but make it easier for hitboxes. So far, so good, right? Nothing else, nothing special. Except James Bond with the DK model going on. Well, everyone does. So that means if you have a helmet, you can shoot the helmet too. So it's a fun little mode when you just, you know, want to mess around. What's up, guy? Oh, yeah. Ah, come on. Stop doing that, me. There we go. And yes, wherever you shoot, it turns red. So you know what that means. For its time, was still cautious. Not big of a deal in Mortal Kombat, so... Okay, see? I shot the helmet for real now. I gotta be careful with that because it'll actually backfire on me one day. It's a beautiful game in every sense of the word. The cheats made the game so much better because it was just for fun or actually have fun with it. There's paintball mode also. You should unlock. So instead of bullet holes, you get paint over the walls. Complete with double hole. It's actually just a little texture. Like a drawing or paint, you know. That's what gets so... To this day, we'll still play it every now and then. You have a chance. Of course, not until now. 6 years later, you got the chance again, you know? I missed on the helmet, but you get the point. It actually does work. The hitboxes do expand on purpose. You as a player, I'm not sure on campaign only though, but on multiplayer, yeah, it affects you. There we go. My animation. Then got like 5 times already. So yeah, you know, and the real reason about the soft lock, let's try it again. Wrong guy to shoot, man. So you blow up that console. Once a guard comes in through this door, you're not going in. That's all for now with this game. I love it. I'll have fun with this for sure. That's what it is, though. For its time, awesome game, and it still is to this day. Awesome cheat selection. The multiplayer had fun. You make your own mode, weapons, golden gun. Yeah, but you just slap around. Not kidding. It's just fun. You can't go wrong with this game. Maximum 4 players. Of course, with Odd Job, they're a coward. We all know that rule, don't we? So we realize how much sense it makes now, why this gives Impact, why it's important to a lot of us. And to this day, I think it is a step forward for FPS games and all shooters involved. Because we didn't have these cool things. Of course, it won't be until 8 years later, Resident Evil 4 happened, that impacted third-person shooters. But GoldenEye did the stage and foundation for how good a shooter can be, but not limited to camera control or FPS only or TPS only, third person. But licensing and all that, it's pretty troublesome because it's the Bond license is very, very famous for being controversial and annoying to get. All the actors, all the characters, the company that holds the rights, it's crazy. Seeing this game again as it is, 1-to-1, it's a big achievement. That's why also just to give it a go. You have the chance on Switch or Xbox. I know you need Game Pass, I think, or Rare Replay, one of those two. Switch, you need the expansion for 64 games. It's worth it. They have a good selection on Switch for all the games and consoles. Give it a shot. You can't go wrong with James Bond. I know it's a pun, but it is true though. GoldenEye still stands as one of the best games on Nintendo 64 and probably of all time, in my opinion. I'll say it is of all time. That's all for now. You know, hope you enjoyed this video, and seeing the evolution in 4 years back then was huge. Until Halo 1, we didn't have a new big deal, and that took 4 more years. Now we have not that many diminishing returns now with graphics and gameplay. I'm not impressed anymore like I was back then in the 90s and 2000s, early 2000s. So again, we have fun with the game and at least try to give it a shot now because of this. Any comments in the game or even Doom, I want to see what you got. You know. See you guys later. Take care to save, and see you next time.